empty?
We don't know yet, probably.
Do we see any people with the draft horses?
There are no people. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Can I pet the horses?
Can I pee really quick? Is that okay?
What was that, Orsan?
16.
Sure. As you reach the cart, the back is empty. Attached to the front, there are 2 large black horses, but there's nothing particularly interesting about it.
I would like to pet
Yes,
the
Cloud?
horses.
I raised my hand, Jessamine. Thank
Sorry.
you.
Sure, Jessamine, you can pet the horses.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Cloud?
Really quick, is this the way that the bird was flying, or did he fly in the opposite direction?
He flew a bit more west. He wasn't on the road.
And can I pee just...
As you crossed the bridge here,
Go pee.
you
Just
came
go. Yeah.
north. It curved a little bit to the west, but right here where the road forks is where you found the cart.
Okay, I'll be right back. You can keep going.
Directly to your east, in the same direction that the cart is facing, you can see the enormous castle.
Great. Okay. Can I do like a general perception check of like around the cart to see if I see anything?
Sure.
Okay. Wow, that's nice. 17.
There's nothing really of note.
Hmm.
It's pretty even ground here. Some yellowish green grass. However, you can see it's a little chilly here because you're by the base of the mountain, and the horses there's some steam coming from their noses.
I miss my speak with animals spell. Are they like okay, or do they seem a little shaken up?
They're totally fine.
Okay, so they don't need calm emotions then. They're
Did
chilling.
we look in the cart at all?
Yeah, Orsan did.
Is there nothing in there, or what was in there?
There's nothing in.
And I did a perception check of like around the cart, and there's like nothing of note. Can I do? I don't know if I should be the one doing this, but can I do like a survival check, to like see if I see footprints going somewhere from the cart?
I can
sure,
help her find those if you want advantage.
Okay, that's great. If you could do that, yeah, that's much better. 13 instead of 4.
Yeah, there are footprints. You're on a road.
Oh my god!
You know what?
We dumb.
In theory, it sounds like a good idea to look for, you know?
So,
Oh my god, Jessamine is
Are they-
like, she looks at the road and she's like, footprints! Look!
I literally look at it, I'm like, it's a fucking road, like...
Right.
Yeah, Cloud.
Right, yeah.
so the horses are next to a forest, right?
No.
No, okay, so this is still
You are right here. You're like in a big open.
Oh, okay, so here's the thing, I was looking, like, all the way down, so I'm in the wrong place. Never mind. Okay, that makes sense. I got what you're saying. Cool.
In the past few hours, you've made your way from here to here, following the road.
Okay,
Great.
cool, thank you. Thank you.
Path branches here. It goes off towards the east, kind of snaking its way around a hill towards the very large castle, presumably Ravenloft. Or continue the path towards the northeast.
Let's northwest. Yeah, we'll go northwest.
No, we want to go northeast. We don't want to go towards the castle.
No,
The
northeast
castle
is the
directly
castle.
east of you.
East
Oh,
is the
okay,
castle.
sorry.
East,
Yeah,
we go
definitely.
northwest.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
want to go west. Thank you.
There you go.
Really discombobulated right
You
now.
continue along the path. There's really no interruptions for about a half hour until pretty much directly to your west right here. there is a battered old windmill that you can see.
Great.
Can you click on it one more time for me?
Yeah, it's right over here. You are right around here.
Okay.
Again,
did I find
let's-
any flowers that I liked?
Sure. You found some pretty flowers, some nice smelling ones. Nothing that really stands out. They're just wild flowers.
Okay.
So
Great.
Is
I
that-
look at the windmill and I just start walking towards it.
Jessamine, maybe.
I kind of grab her shirt and I'm like, "Excuse me, we're not. We have a mission to do."
Orsan,
Looks
put her
really.
down.
It looks cool. It looks like there might be something going on over there.
Yes, but we should go in carefully, Jessamine, not just walk in.
Wait, you're gonna go?
Right.
You agree with this? We have a mission to do.
I mean,
We have.
if I may interject, I would strongly prefer it if you took me to the Abbey before we visit this area. I may not be correct, but this is Old Bone Grinder, I believe.
Great.
I don't like that name.
Wow, what a nice name. Maybe
His name is Bone Grinder. You think that's a nice name?
maybe it's a family name. I don't know. To each his own, you know.
The windmill is named Old Bone Grinder.
Right. Okay.
I think
that's a nice
she
name.
probably knows this area better than we do, so we should listen to
And I
her.
think Irina has a good point. We have to send her to where she needs to go.
Yeah.
Because there's a cursed vampire hunting her.
That's totally fair. Yeah.
and we did walk right by his castle.
And that raven may have been his to spy on us.
So, let's keep walking.
All right. As you continue along the path, it soon comes back right along the forest. The forest is to your left, and there's a large open clearing with lots of hills to your right. The path snakes along the forest here as you make your way around and up into this forest path. As you walk along, you can see there are spots where there's enough of a clearing for you to see across, and directly to your north, there's a giant lake. But for the most part, you're still surrounded by just trees. Thalia, again, you notice above you, there's a raven circling. Yes, Cloud?
Do we see a tower on this lake?
No, you do not. At least not from here.
Okay.
I start pulling out my crossbow here.
Yeah, if this is an issue, my crossbow does not require me to load it, so I'm...
Take a shot at that bird.
I forgot, by falchion, I gave it to Thalia to look at. I don't know.
Now's not the time for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but still. Okay.
I'll do that in a little bit. Because we know it's not from the Raven Queen, this may be a mistake, but I'm just gonna shoot it.
I
it.
don't.
No
I
count.
don't
She did it.
know.
Roll for attack.
Jessamine freaks out.
I'm gonna calm down.
I'm also gonna start
It's
shooting.
not a Raven Queen.
I don't know if this is a good idea, even if it isn't. This could prompt an attack.
Do not harm a raven or let ill fortune befall
Yeah,
you.
I don't think this is a good idea.
What do you roll?
I think I missed. So
Please say it was low.
it's a 12. I probably miss.
The arrow just went by it.
I think
Okay,
we all need to take a
I
second.
just remember the curse, and I'm like, okay, we probably should stop.
I think we all need to
The
take a second
raven
and
starts
calm
to
down.
circle down towards the ground.
Oh, fuck.
I may not be very smart, but I don't think that was a smart decision. I think we all need to take a second and calm down and remember.
The bird lands on the road about 50 feet ahead of you, and you watch as slowly it begins to grow.
in front of Irina, weapons drawn.
Yeah,
That
I
is
fucking pull out both my short swords.
Yeah,
The feathers pull back into the bird's body as it melds into a skin color, and it grows, and you hear as
That Raven Doobie
a
straw.
fully formed person stands right in front of you.
It
Is
really
it the same man we saw in the house?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's someone different?
It's probably one of his little minions, baby.
Who?
Can we say we circled Irina?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm
what
gonna
kind
play
of
dumb.
image this is.
I look at him like,
Hello.
hi, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were a person. We were just
No, no.
hungry.
That's quite all right. I've been following you for a while. I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little
noticed
concerned about it.
I am an ally, so please don't shoot at me again.
Don't
Sorry, I just
know
thought you were a
you.
bird. You know.
When you come to Valaki, I assume that's where you're going. You're pretty close to it now. Go to the Blue Water Inn. You'll meet some new friends.
Thank you.
We have a mission before we go to Valaki.
He walks into the forest. You hear the same gross cracking noises, and then you see the bird fly away.
Okay.
I do not trust that. We need to get to the Abbey of St. Markovia before we
Look.
You go to the Abbey first.
I turn around and I say, I think we shouldn't shoot at ravens anymore.
Wow, that's so intelligent of you, Jessamine.
What's so funny is that you say that and yet you just shot a raven. So,
Jessamine, I need you to calm down.
Oh, I need to calm down? I need to
Yes,
calm
yes.
down.
Orson, you don't have to be condescending to Jessamine all the
I-
No,
time.
I'm just saying we just have to calm down on both sides. I'm not saying that to just one person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you said Jessamine, which is my name, so...
Yeah.
True. Yeah, but I meant that for both sides.
Okay. I
Let's
just
just
think
the Abbey
we
of St.
should
Markovia
not
maybe.
shoot
I don't know
ravens
if that's it.
anymore.
Okay, Jess, I'm sorry. I won't shoot ravens anymore. Will you be quiet now?
Insight check?
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Bitch!
Well, you guys
24.
are being assholes to her.
What was that?
24.
Oh my god.
Thalia, are you being honest?
Yes!
It was the tone. It sounded a little
Yes,
condescending.
It was a tone.
It's
It was a
because
tone.
I'm speaking down to her.
Okay.
Literally speaking down.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring Jessamine to the front, and we're gonna lead the party.
I,
kind
like, before he does that, I take a second and I look at her and I say, great. Okay.
and we're gonna walk like 10 feet in front of.
I take out one of my chamomile tea bags and I start smelling it.
I kind of look to my shoulder and I'm like, Jessica, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I can't do
And I'm
that.
kind of like all in the middle of this. I'm like, all these guys are fucking freaks. I don't want to join this party.
As you continue to march, old road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. The thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at a set of sturdy iron gates, with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates are a half-dozen pikes with wolves' heads impaled on them.
Hello?
I kind of like, I was like drinking water. I kind of like spit my water. I'm like, what? What?
He said shadowy figures behind the gates.
As you start to make noise,
Aren't we at the gates?
the two figures at the gate come towards the doors. These are like, it's like gate doors. Like, they're bars instead of just solid slabs of iron.
Yeah.
You can see the two figures drawing closer to the gate, and it's two human guards, just doing their duty. Instead of carrying spears, they're holding these massive, 10-foot long pikes.
Hi.
Kind of thing that the heads are mounted on outside the wall.
Hand down.
Hi. So, what's behind the gate here that you're doing such a lovely job protecting, if I do say so myself?
This here is the town of Valaki.
Okay. We were looking for the Abbey of Saint Markovia. We are taking...
Oh, that's west of here. You want to follow the main road to get to Krezik.
Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. I just think that what you're doing is really honorable, just guarding a town.
Yeah, all right. You want in?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
One of them slowly creaks open the door.
I walk in.
You walk in, I guess.
As you walk in, you see a large town, a lot busier than the village Barovia. There's actually people walking the street instead of just hiding in their homes or, crying.
Memory.
There's actually some traffic in the roads. People are walking about doing things, and oh god, hang on one second. Most of the traffic seems to congregate around one larger building towards your entrance. But other than that, there's tons of just random housing here. Welcome to the town of Valaki.
Do I recall the name of the inn that the Raven figure said? I was going
that happened 20-ish minutes ago.
Okay,
so
great.
You remember, it is called Water Inn.
Okay, I got it right anyway. Okay, good.
I don't think we should be stopping for long.
Yeah, I think we should just head straight through the town on the main road and keep walking until
We should go straight to the Abbey, and then we can go to the inn.
We can come back.
Just so you guys are aware, it is probably about 3 p.m. now that you've gotten here.
We're probably tired, you guys. Tired and hungry. We've been traveling all day.
I mean, I guess we could stop here for the night and then
You have been traveling for about 6 hours. So.
I
don't know, I think we should just go and try to get our mission done instead of risking going someplace where...
But we are hungry. I feel like pretty soon we might get a point of exhaustion from walking for so long.
I look at her party
in my hand and hand her some good berries, so she's...
When did you cast Goodberry?
I replaced absorb elements with Goodberry. I thought I told you.
Yes, you told me that you took the spell, but when did you cast it?
Just now.
Just now.
Oh, alright.
Yeah,
I look at the party and I kind of see Irena's getting a little bit tired from the journey, and I kind of say to them it's about 3 p.m. If we keep traveling, it'll be about nighttime, and we don't want to be traveling in the night.
This is the other place that her brother told us she would be.
So it'd be fairly safe if we stayed here. And if we need to go to the Abbey the next day, I think it would be to our benefit. It'd be okay.
I give one of the good berries that Cloud gave to me to Irina.
She takes it, and she's confused, because it's just a single berry. She's like, what's this for?
It'll make you feel a lot better.
Right? She, very skeptically eats it, and suddenly she's looking a lot better. She was kind of doing worse for wear since you guys hadn't stopped to eat or anything. But
I say we stop at the inn. We had we have allies. I don't know if I quite trust that, but it's better to check. And it's a town, so if we do get attacked,
I think we're all getting a little tired and a little snippy with each other, so it might be good to at least take a short rest, maybe have some tea, and just.
Did you ask Irina what she thought?
Well, I gave her one of the good berries that you gave me, and she's feeling a lot better.
But I still ask Irina how she's
You can ask Irina.
Yeah. What do you
Well,
want to do, Irina?
I would be a lot more comfortable if we were at the Abbey, but this place doesn't seem so bad.
Would you
Especially find
prefer,
an inn or something.
Would you prefer that we stop at the inn to eat and then continue traveling, or to be here for the night?
Well, if I recall correctly, it's another couple hours of travel to Crescent.
It would be
I might be pretty exhausted by the time we get there.
Yeah.
And
It's also unsafe.
However, on the note of food, I am really full after that single berry. What did you do to that thing?
It's
just a simple spell.
It's to rejuvenate and just it
Okay.
restores hit points. I don't know if that's a term actually.
For one day.
Yeah.
If we all wanted a good berry, there are 10 of them.
Okay. I'm okay for now. I
It
mean, I just want to eat real food.
It's really helpful for when you're traveling and you don't have rations or anything like that, and it just quickly rejuvenates you.
I see that.
You're like, I'm impressed. That was really smart of you, Jessamine.
Thank you.
It's my spell.
I've been traveling with Cloud, and I try, like,
I look at Cloud and I'm like,
I'll go.
I think
I'm
we should
proud of her for knowing what it
and
is.
find this inn.
Yeah, let's find this thing, guys.
I look at Thalia and I say thank you, and
You're
I give her a hug and I say, I'm sorry for getting upset earlier. I'm just very protective of ravens.
I give her a hug back and I'm like, it's okay.
Man, these guys are so
I give Orsan a
I
hug. I go to
kind
hug
of like
Orsan's leg,
push her away. I'm like,
but
sorry.
I don't understand, and I just keep hugging his leg. I'm just like,
We water in.
Okay, Jessamine.
I'm like trying to walk.
So as you walk along, yes, I assume Cloud seems pretty intent on finding it, so he and Irina went off to ask random people. Essentially, they said, follow the main road for a while. As you can see on the map, there's one pretty constant road that leads straight through town. That's the same road that you've been following on the way here. Then, just after the large intersection, it's this big building over here with the orange roof.
Okay, cool.
As we're passing through, can I just, like, take a look around and see if there are any shops that might have, like, a tea set or something?
Or magic items.
Just 1 second.
Like,
This chapter is very long, and I need to remember which building is
No,
which.
you're all good. I'm not, like going up to them and looking, but I'm just, like, taking a general look at what they have inside to be like, oh, they might have that there.
I figured. Well, as you walk along, you notice this path right here leads to a pretty large, like, stockyard. There's a lot of just lumber and other basic materials here.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue walking down the road, there's a there's nothing directly on the main road, really, other than that.
Okay, just, like, houses and stuff?
Yeah. However, if you were to explore the town, who knows what you might find.
Okay, so you said it was,
Well,
like,
you
3 p.m. when we
Yeah,
got there?
about. You could theoretically ask people to see what was in town.
Okay. I kind of tell Cloud, I'm like, maybe when we get a room, we can do some shopping with our new money.
Yeah.
I look at Orsan and I'm like, do you want to go shopping with me, Orsan?
I go back into rooms and you and Orson go shopping. Right, Orson?
Oh, and while we're waiting, I remember to have this.
I like look at Cloud and I'm like, why? Like I have this like why expression.
And Irina, Thalia, and I go off to the Blue Water Inn.
Before Thalia goes, I kind of like mention, please look at the store and see if it has any magic.
Yeah, I was just about to do that.
And just like check it for me. It looked like it was enchanted of some sort.
Yeah, I look at the sword and I cast Identify.
Cool. You find out that this sword has enough magical property to it to make it just slightly more effective in combat. Danny, feel free to add a falchion +1 to your inventory.
Nice, cool.
Fair enough, cool.
Was it +1 to my hit DC or to my damage? What is both?
Right?
Sorry, what was that?
To my hit DC or to my damage?
To both.
Okay, got it.
I apologize.
Do not. You are okay.
I cannot find the thing that I was looking for, so I guess I'll just add it myself. As you walk into the Blue Water Inn, oh god, I gotta find another map. Yeah. I didn't realize it was gonna make me do the things that I'm doing now. As you walk into the Blue Water Inn...
Did we catch the Raven guy's name? We didn't, did we?
No, we didn't.
No.
He just left.
You did not.
You'll find him though. You'll find him.
He just said, please don't shoot me. Bye-bye.
We'll be like, hi, we met a raven. Well, he wasn't a raven. He was a guy. But,
Well, aren't you guys going shopping?
well, once we get a room and once we go to the inn.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. The screen's black right now.
Yes.
I was gonna say, wow, they've done so well with the place.
It's just black.
Is it supposed to be black?
Oh, I kind of see it now.
It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom. It's
He
on
had
the bottom.
Fog of War on, so.
Oh, okay, got you.
As you approach the Blue Water Inn, you see gray smoke rising from the chimney of this large 2-story building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof. The roofs aren't built very well here. However, you notice that upon the edge of the roof, there's probably 8 ravens just perched, hanging out there.
I wave.
One of them in response.
Oh, that's polite.
As you approach the door, there is a large wooden sign depicting a waterfall above the main entrance.
Clever.
I think
I walk
this
in
is
first.
it.
I walked in first, kind of ignoring what Jessamine just said.
I follow.
As you walk inside, you see a very large open dining space. Since it's pretty early in the afternoon still, the tavern part of the inn here is pretty empty. There's 4 people all sitting at one table off in a corner. They're kind of like huddled around each other. And then, of course, there's the gentleman behind the bar. As you walk in, greetings, travelers. I haven't seen you here before.
Hi.
Yeah, we are travelers.
Yeah, we actually met a raven earlier.
Once she says that, I kind of like try to stop her. I'm like,
He was a guy.
Sorry. My friend's a little tired.
He was like a raven
let's-
and a guy, and he said that if we went here, then we would find allies. And so we're here now, and there were ravens outside, actually. I don't know if you saw. There were like 8 of them just hanging out. They're probably buddies, I don't know.
I'm kind of like looking down and I'm like...
As you ramble on, you notice that people at the table in the corner have all kind of glanced towards you and are
I kind of see them and I
cloak.
And I kind of have a feeling that they might be the Raven people, so I walk over that table.
I continue rambling to this poor man
I just block eye contact with Cloud, like.
And I kind of
Oh my
motioned to Cloud and Thalia, and I'm
I'll
like,
stay here with Irina and Jessamine.
We've been traveling all day, and we're all pretty tired, so we were just going to see if we could get a room for the night and then go shopping in your lovely town. Which, by the way, I was wondering if you knew of a place in town where I could possibly get a tea set or some tea. I quite like tea.
Yeah, there's... Please, stop talking. There's... or down the street a ways.
I kind of figured that, and I'm like, shit.
Great. What's the name of it?
There isn't really a name, it's just the general store. It's really the only store in town.
Great. Thank you so much.
And I sit down at the table, I'm like, hello. How are you doing?
You want rooms?
Yeah.
They are willing to offer you... They have 2 rooms with 2 beds each that are available, and then 1 room that has 4 beds that's a little bit cheaper. And then they have a private guest room that they sell at a premium. It has 1 bed, and it's much more expensive.
I look at the group and I say, I wouldn't mind sharing a room at all.
I would rather step for sure.
Irina walks up to the counter, places a gold piece on the table, and says, I'll take the private room, please.
No, Irina.
I
I don't know if it's smart that we separate. I think that being...
You should have at least one person with you. Like, it doesn't have to be Jessamine, it doesn't have to be me. It's just
I can stay with you,
I will
Irina.
join you in the room, and I will sleep on the floor.
And I'll stay with Orsan.
Maybe you 3 can get the room with 4 beds.
Yeah,
Maybe cheaper. We don't have a lot of money on us right now.
I don't mind sleeping on the floor.
It is 1 silver piece for the 2 rooms with 2 beds, and then it would be like 2 copper to stay in the room with 4.
Why don't we stay in the 4 room?
I kind of turn
It's
to
1
Thalia.
night.
It's
I kind of turn to Thalia, and I'm like, it's cheaper. Let's take it.
Yay.
Lady with the cannon, you and I can share one of the 2 bedrooms.
Who? Sorry. What?
Thalia. She's
Lady-
talking to Thalia.
Thalia, thank you. Lady with
Okay.
Cool.
So, Cloud, I guess you're joining
He gives
us.
the bartender a silver and takes the key to one of the...
I figured Irina would feel more comfortable staying with another woman.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just
trying to
drop the
keep
2
it safe,
copper pieces. I'm gonna drop the 2 copper pieces. I'm like, we have the room with the 4 beds. So
Great.
This is like a sleepover. We can stay up and we can talk about our dreams and our aspirations. Maybe our childhood crushes.
I tap Cloud. I tap Cloud on the shoulder, and I kind of motion my head to the corner of the inn with the 2 people kind of looking at us. And I'm like,
Head off. In order to get to your rooms, you'll have to go outside. There's a staircase off to the left of the door. Then up there is where the rooms are.
Oh,
thank you.
Much.
Thank you so much.
Let me know if I can provide you any food or drink. We have wine, we have soup, we have some wolf steak.
Do you have tea?
Ooh, wolf steak sounds really good right now.
No, we don't have any tea. We don't really have luxuries here.
I have a
Right,
question to answer. How many people are at that table over there?
For me as the DM?
Yeah.
There are 4.
Orson was just like, hey man, how many people are over there?
No. So there's 4 people.
Yes.
I kind of order 5 glasses of wine. And
Sure. Would you like the purple grape mash number 3? That's for each pint, or
Purple grape mash number 3! I've never
Love
heard
potion number 9.
Well, great.
purple grape mash
Or-
number what?
or we can offer you the more expensive one.
Blue razzmatazz.
It's called Red Dragon Crush.
Ooh.
That one is it's a silver piece for each pint.
Wow.
Okay, I'll take and a pint is just for one person. So yeah, so 5.
I
5
turn
rupees.
to Cloud and I say,
5 pints of which wine?
The more expensive one.
The red
All
dragon.
Alright, 5 pints of Red Dragon coming up.
I turn to Cloud and I'm like, would you say that wine is just like a fancy sort of fruit tea?
I like kind of look at her. I'm like, no.
I'm like,
And I wouldn't want you.
Not hot.
We don't want her
It
to
must
be
be
drunk.
old wine. Maybe it is. Oh my god.
I like kind of.
Jessamine, that's a really, really great observation. But I don't think that's actually how it works, but I like where your head is at.
Thank
I
you.
kind of look at everyone and
Steep.
I'm like, what am I dealing with here? And I kind of take the 5 pints in my hand. Kind of. Do I need to do like some kind of check for
They
that?
come in tankards as the ordered pints of beer, and so you're able to take like 2 in one hand and then kind of finagle your hand into the other 3.
As he walks away,
Fermentation and steeping are different, Jessamine, and I'm going to go through the entire process of fermentation and steeping and their differences and similarities at the bar. I'm going to order a water and just have my good berries.
I'm gonna
Well,
pretend
you try
that
and
I
talk
know
with
what
them,
the
but
words mean.
You realize, Cloud, 1 good berry is enough sustenance for 24 hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to have one and save the rest.
It's like you probably don't want to eat tons of them.
hey, Cloud, can I have one of those good berries?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna pretend that I know what the words mean when he's like explaining the process to me. And then after I hear what fermentation is and I kind of think it's a little gross, I like turn to the guy and I'm like, can I just have some hot water, please?
So I was going to stay and chat with them, but now my head hurts a little bit, so I'm just going to go after Orsan.
So I kind of lay down the 5 drinks and I'm like, hello.
Aye. Those for us?
Yeah. You guys,
No, they're all for me.
And he takes a step and he goes, oh, you guys the good shit.
yeah. Question. By any chance, we were stopped by a man on the road a few weeks back. Do you happen to be part of his group by any chance?
Well, none of us are, but he leans in real close and says, don't let anyone know that I'm the one that told you, but this here building, it's home to a secret order of beasts. I don't know what to call them.
I kind of approach and I'm like, are there any more seats at the table?
No, but you could pull up a chair. No one else is in the building, so it doesn't really matter if you pull up.
I'm like, mind if I pull up a chair?
No, go ahead.
So beasts. So is it just all different kinds of beasts, one kind of beast, do you know?
These men who can turn into birds.
Birds,
Freaks.
freaks. Interesting. So, have you met one of these people? Have you seen them transform? Is that what
You
you
want a good berry?
Have you not seen all the birds sitting on the roof?
Yeah,
Them's the same folk.
but you've seen them. So you know for sure that these guys are real?
Nobody's really watched them transform or anything, but it's pretty fucking obvious now, isn't it? Man, into a room, you walk into the room and there's nothing in there except a bird flying through the window.
That's true. Well, I mean, so these order of birds. Do you know what their purpose is? Obviously, only it's just probably legend, of course, right?
All I know is that they sell the best wine in town. The only wine in town, for that matter.
I see. Okay. Well, I mean, thank you for the information. Enjoy your wine. And I kind of handed my pint. And like, enjoy.
Thank you.
And then it goes to where me and Cloud are talking. And he gives me a good berry. And I'm like, so if I take this and I squish it, it'll make the grape juice number 5.
Well, they're not exactly grapes.
But will it do
Olive
the
berries almost, but like more nourishing.
Where is Irina during all of this?
Oh yeah, we should have been paying attention to her.
I mean, Irina's just kind of chilling.
She fell asleep talking to
her.
Right.
And I'm like, but like, if I just left it out for like a few days, do you think it would do the farmin for?
If I made enough of them, you could put them in a barrel and ferment them for real. We could try it.
What was the word from?
Irina, do you want a drink?
Ferment.
I could really use one, yeah.
Yeah.
Spencer, could I actually do that though?
Could you ferment magic berries?
No, because they use their like.
Yeah, they disappear after 24 hours.
Oh, rip. Okay.
I have 5 more though.
You couldn't make wine out of good berries, no.
That'd be so cool.
I'm gonna go outside to see if the ravens are still there, and I kind of shout to Cloud, "Hey, Cloud, toss me a berry."
I'm like looking at the berry.
I'm gonna take the one from
really
Jessamine.
intently.
Red.
Attach it, and I pop one in my mouth, and I walk out the door to see if the ravens are still there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give it to one of the ravens.
No.
What I need that one to Jessamine. Okay. It's
So
okay.
I'm
I'll
order
another one.
2 wines, one for me and one for Irina.
Another one.
Sure.
I
Are you ordering purple grape mash number 3, or are you ordering...
I'm getting the good shit.
Ooh, all right, 2 more points to Red Dragon.
I'm outside now, by the way. You're still out there?
Cool.
I grab an empty
I want to have
glass.
a heart-to-heart with her.
I grab an empty glass that's on like the bar table, and I try to squish the berry.
As you squish the berry, nothing falls out of your hands, and you open, and there's nothing. It just disappeared.
Okay, so I'm like, Cloud, it didn't work.
I don't know if you can juice good berries. I've never tried it.
But they're good. They're supposed to. I just stare at my hands.
She's very confused. Cut 2.
Yeah. I'm outside now. It's on the roof.
As you walk outside, Orsan, an older man with, like, salt and pepper gray hair and a full, like, gray beard, still kind of speckled with black, steps out and leans over the balcony that overhangs this seating area. And he just looks down, watching.
Hey, old man! What are you looking at?
Oh, you're outside, Orsan. This is still inside.
Okay.
What is he looking at?
Just the dining room. He's watching you.
He's watching me lose my shit over a berry disappearing after I couldn't squish it?
Not only watching that, but
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I want to keep an eye on him.
Cloud, can I try again?
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
give her some.
Okay.
I'm down with good berries.
Orsan, what do you want with the ravens that are outside?
I just want to see if they're still outside, and if they are, then I kind of like sign or like mime that tonight let's talk. And
As you walk back outside, the ravens are still there. Some of them have flown off, but there's 4 of them probably sitting on the.
and I kind of motion like upstairs in the let's talk kind of deal. I kind of want to look around the town for information on Strahd, because this town seems to be a lot more safe for some reason, even though it's still within the confines of the city, I guess. So,
yeah. Are you just gonna wander off by yourself?
Yeah. I'll go to the general store, see if they have any.
Hey, where's Orsan? I thought we were going shopping.
I don't know, sweetie. Do you want to go find him?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like in the distance, I like feel a strange sensation. I'm like, God damn it, Cloud.
Orsan, wait, we're going together, silly.
And then I hear the voice, I'm like, damn it, Cloud.
And then I sit with Irina, and I'm like,
I'm gonna go sit with them.
Do you want to stay here, or do you want to go look around town? What would make you feel the safest?
I think it'd probably be best if I stayed inside. We can see our room if you want.
Yeah, let's go.
As the two of you are
Cloud,
talking...
you want to come?
Oh, sure. Cloud and Jessamine have left, I thought.
No, I stayed. I told her to
Jessamine.
go find Orsan. Yeah.
I see. As the few of you that are left talk, the older man kind of like chuckles to himself, then turns around and walks back into another room.
Is there like a door on that room, or is it just...
Yes, there's a door. You can't really see where he went off to, because he's still significantly higher up than you, but...
you guys go ahead. I'm gonna check on something. And, as they leave, I'm gonna
try to grab Orsan's hand while we're walking.
I'm kind of like this. Like I'm walking like this.
I'm gonna go up to the door and just give it a knock.
Sure. You can't. You have to go upstairs because he was standing on a balcony watching over all of you. Then he turned around and walked back. You lost sight of him before he entered any room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the balcony.
All right. I'm assuming you want to climb the stairs.
Yes, I do.
Boom. Floor 2.
Nice. I was like, am I dying?
No, I just am revealing the map to you.
Okay. Do I see him at all?
Nope. You see a couple closed doors. You are standing right here. This, wrong tool. You are standing right around here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the balcony. There's a door here. There's a door here. Then a door here. And then also here.
Hmm.
There are 4 doors that you can theoretically try.
I'm trying so hard not to metagame and just go directly to the one with the staircase. I want to go to the one with the staircase ahead. Is there any indication of which one he went into?
Not really.
Okay.
It's a worn hallway.
Where was he standing on the balcony?
Right around here.
Oh, okay. And did he just walk straight back, or did he walk like to the side, or?
Well, yes, he had to walk to the side to get to one of his doors, but...
Which way, like, which direction did he walk, left or right?
You want to make a check?
Yeah, sure, I'll make a check.
Just see if you noticed what way he walked?
Yes. Perception, or?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, I have good perception. Natural 20.
Great. He went over this way, towards the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on that door. The first one.
Sure. As you knock on the door, sure enough, the same older-looking man who was watching over you guys before opens the door and kind of chuckles as he looks over you. You can see behind him that matching end tables flank a large wooden-framed bed with a red silk canopy across from the bed hangs a tapestry depicting a beautiful mountain valley. The other walls are dominated by a fireplace, which you can see, and then over in the other side, can't see it yet because you're just peeking in the door. This is presumably the master bedroom.
Hello. Hi. I just noticed you watching over the bar. I was wondering if this was your establishment.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's very nice here, actually.
Thank you. Family's been working hard to keep this place in business for 3 generations now.
Yeah. You have a lovely bedroom from what I can see. Sorry, just it forces me peeking around legs.
Normal customers don't really get to see it.
Oh, sorry.
However, you are a special case, aren't you? You know, you saw my spy, didn't you? He said that he talked to you for a few minutes.
Oh, the Raven man. Yes. We didn't catch his name or any information. He just told us to come here.
Yeah, his name's not important. My name, however, is Erwin Martikov.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cloud.
Hello, Cloud.
So I'm assuming since he was your scout, that you know the other ravens that were just, not at all, honestly, standing over the establishment.
Yes, I do. Them's friends and family.
Oh, so are you one of the ravens? I don't know the word for it.
I'm a were-raven, yes.
Wow.
Bit different from the lycanthropes. We can change at will. Don't worry about that.
Oh, okay. Why? Your scout told us to come here for allies. Why would he assume that we needed allies? No disrespect, of course. I was very curious, though.
You really don't know what you're into, do you?
Well, I know a little bit, but no.
Well, let me guess. You were lured here either by a letter or some group of travelers in some horse-drawn carriages. They led you here. And now you can't leave. If you try, the fog's going to strangle you.
Well, we hadn't tried to leave yet, but that's very alarming.
This is a cursed land that they just brought you to. And while they might preach all high and mighty about ending the curse, they work for him.
Oh, that is so delightful to hear. Strahd, he can also turn into a raven. Is he part of your family?
No. He can turn into a great many things.
Well, that's just wonderful. I'm assuming you know why we're here?
That's Irina Kolyanovich you got with you, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I know why you're here.
Then
we'll
we won't be staying long.
Oh, that's fine. You know what? Why don't you come back here later? We can talk more then. Don't know if I can trust you yet.
Should I come alone?
Why not bring your whole group?
I can do that.
Great. Now leave me alone. And he closes the door.
He said bye.
Great. I'm gonna go back down to the bar and just chill there until I see Jessamine and Orsan enter.
Great. Before we get to Jessamine and Orsan, so that I have to go back to the map of the town, Thalia and Irina, you walk up to your room. You go into this room right here, room L. I realize it probably doesn't say the letter for you. As you walk in, you see a pretty plain room. There are 2 twin-sized beds with pretty lavish covers, actually. Like the beds that you were sleeping in, even in the Burgomaster's mansion in Barovia, were like made of straw. But here it's a feather bed with nice, plump-looking pillows and blankets that are a lot less threadbare than the others.
Well, this is nice.
Previously used. Yes, it is. Oh my god. Reno walks over and just flops on it.
I laugh and I do the same thing on mine.
He is so relieved to be out of Barovia.
So, Irina, if you're not comfortable talking about this, it's fine, but like, this connection between you and Strahd, like, how long has that been going on, and like, how did it, like, we've gotten a little bit about how it started, but...
It's been a few years now. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I'm not actually Ismark's sister.
I knew it.
I was
his daughter.
Let her talk.
I was found as a very, very young girl. Abandoned by the castle. And our uncle took me in, gave me a name, gave me a place to stay. It wasn't until I was about 14, 15 years old that he started visiting me. I was just a young girl. I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
It was nice to feel important.
So he just... Interesting. I'm really sorry. That must be really difficult for you.
It's all right. I know how much stress the potential for him visiting has put on Ismark, and I can't help but feel responsible for the death of our uncle. But
you can't blame yourself. You didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We're going to get you safe.
Although I might not express it, I really appreciate what you're doing for me and for Ismark.
Of course.
I don't want to keep you. I think I'll stay in here for the night, just to make sure I'm not in the open anymore. But
okay, well, before I leave, I'm gonna put some like protective measures. Really, do you by any chance have like a string or something?
Not
on me. I have my clothes.
Can I like
a string from the comforter?
I know, because I want to cast
alarm
on the door, so that in case if I leave, then if anything happens in the room, I can get here quickly.
Hang on 1 second. You have rope on you, don't you?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Theoretically, it doesn't say how big the thread has to be.
Okay.
T.
Make sure I have rope. I should. Yeah, I have rope.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast
A really big.
It'll make her feel extra safe.
Is there a window in the room too?
There is. There's a window between the two beds. There's a little desk underneath the window. And then...
Well, this may be dumb, but I'm going to use all of my spell slots that I have left, and I'm going to cast it on the door and on the window. And
Cool.
then I'm going to... It says, like, I can choose people who can get through without it letting me know. So, like, I'll choose everyone in our party.
Sounds good.
So, cast that, and then I'm going to leave her be.
Great. All right. As you leave the room, we will cut to Orsan and Jessamine.
I'm still trying to hold his hand.
I'm still trying to avoid it.
As you walk along, you do find the general store. You can do some shopping there if you want. Or you can wander the streets looking for other landmarks or talk to people, try to get some information.
I just
First, I'm gonna
follow
enter the general
Orsan,
store.
ignoring personal space.
And I kind of really hate that. I had no choice to just let her. I walk into the general store.
Great. As you walk in, it is a cluttered mess here. Like, things are just strewn about. There are weapons and tools hanging from the walls. There's like a whole wall just covered end to end with shelves full of food and various rations.
I just hover over whatever he's looking at.
I kind of
Upper
like
under.
Yeah.
I kind of like shout out, "Hi, is anybody in here?"
Oh, just 1 second. Slowly you hear some thuds as a man comes from upstairs. Hello, what can I do for you?
Actually, I just have a few questions, by any chance.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
This place, we just came from a town that was much less, like, it's not very well off.
Okay.
Because of Strahd, town near his castle.
Yeah, we all know about Strahd.
I think what he's trying to ask is why this town seems so much like safer and happier all around than the previous town did, even though we're all, under the same sort of threat.
He leans in real close to you over the counter and goes, well, I'm going to tell you a little secret.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say that I told you, but our burgomaster, his name is Baron Vargas Volakovich.
What a name.
He hosts a festival once a week to try and keep the town's spirits up.
Oh.
You even talk ill about the festivals that supposedly keep the devil at bay. You're imprisoned.
Oh my god. When is the next one?
About 3 days. We've got the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Not even a week ago, we had the Wolf's Head Jamboree.
Yeah, I noticed the wolf's head. Yeah.
Leftover decorations.
Interesting.
Okay.
So what is supposed to if the festival of the wolf's head was that, then what is the blazing sun going to be about?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Interesting.
He
Do you guys celebrate any gods?
Yeah.
Yep, the blazing sun is going to be a celebration for the morning lord.
I've heard of him. We heard of him in the previous town. So then I have another question. The previous town also has the Morning Lord, but they also have Mother Night. I was wondering, they've been having some supposed issues with her. Have you been noticing anything, sort of like weird at night that might suggest that Mother Night might be like upset or something? Or something.
Are you mocking me?
No, of course not.
That's just the way she speaks.
Yeah. Sorry.
Every night, our town is attacked. There's packs of wolves and dire wolves that come out of the woods and will attack travelers on the road. Hence the heads on pikes outside the gate.
Right.
Strange creatures that I don't even know about that will come to the gates in the nighttime. They're you probably saw our lake over there.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
It's a bit dangerous for us to head out there because of the wolves and the other creatures. But we have one dedicated fisherman, and he hasn't caught any fish in the past month.
How strange.
This is a cursed place.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
By any chance, what is this fisherman's name?
His name is Bluto Kogorov.
Okay. Yeah, just...
He won't be back until night.
Yeah, we might want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Just so that we can go out into the middle of the lake per chance, see if there's anything going on, maybe like a landmark.
Yeah, sure. You can probably meet him in the tavern at night when he comes back from fishing. He's a bit of a drunkard, that one.
Right. The Blue Water Inn, is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah, it's really the only place in town that sells drinks.
Gotcha. We just haven't been here very long. I was just confirming.
I can tell.
So, do you happen to sell any tea sets or anything like that?
Not really.
Okay.
Anyone's had any tea here in a long time.
That's fair. I'm just gonna take a look around.
We've got, like, some general dishware.
Oh.
And such, if that'll do for you.
Sure. I go and I look at the dishware.
And they're kind of...
yeah. In the dishware, there's nothing particularly fancy. You can find a couple smaller, I guess you could call them mugs. They're closer in style to tankards because that seems to be what everyone drinks from here.
Right.
But then you do also find a kettle.
I pick it up. I'm very excited. Excuse me. Yeah, how much for this?
Let's say 5 gold.
Okay. I look at Orsan and I'm like, I like kind of go up to him and I'm like, I don't know a whole lot on how much things should be priced. Does that sound, correct?
I don't actually particularly know. I know I don't know. Can I make a check of some sort to see if I know?
Just make an intelligence check for me.
Intelligence check? Cool.
Just general intelligence.
Okay. 10?
While you don't have any reference for how much a tea kettle should cost, the two of you together are insightful enough to know that since this is really the only shop in town, that he's probably running the prices up a little bit.
I kind of whisper to him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well...
I mean, but to be honest, since it is a cursed area, there might not be too many tea kettles there.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I give him 5 gold.
Thank you very much, little lady.
Thank you so much.
I kind of say to him, before I leave, I heard there's a little bit of a superstition around this town about ravens.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen them, haven't you? All the birds?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten quite a few on our journey here.
Yeah, most of those is people.
Do you know anything else by chance? Are they, have you seen any of them transform?
They seem to like the inn.
Okay, I mean, I kind of see that he doesn't really know much about them, so I kind of toss him 5 gold, 5 silver, for troubles.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I say thank you. I kind of nod my head and I walk away.
Since you done me so well, I feel like it is good to let you know if Baron Vargas approaches you, just be enthusiastic.
Thank you.
Keep
That's
that in
great
mind.
advice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the information and for my new tea kettle.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Anytime.
And we leave. What time is it as we leave?
It's approaching evening. It's probably about 6 p.m.
Did Cloud and Thalia leave to go try to find us, or what did they do?
No, we're just at the bar talking.
Okay.
Because I just left Irina by herself, but I don't want to go too far in case.
I kind of, I talk to Jessamine a little bit. I'm like, it might be too late to gather more information. People might be going back inside because, it's monster-ridden and monsters get more aggressive at night, especially around these parts. So we should probably go back to the inn.
Okay.
So we start walking back.
Great. You walk back into the inn. There's nothing really particularly interesting happening at the tavern. There are a few more people in here now. Yeah.
Jett and I were texting, and we said that we gave each other our information.
Yeah, we told each other.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I skip up to Cloud and I show him my new tea kettle.
That's so pretty.
Thank you. And I show it to Thalia.
I would like to add, it's just a pretty basic black tea kettle. It's got the scratches on the side for use.
I'm just so excited because I haven't found anything like it, that it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
I kind of walk to Cloud and Thalia and tell them about the Baron and Brewmaster.
And I tell them about the festival and the fishermen, and how in 3 days is the next festival.
And if we see the Baron, we should be pretty enthusiastic because he might
apparently
arrest us.
If you're not enthusiastic about the festivals, they arrest you.
Sorry, I walked away. What are the festivals again?
So, okay, we were talking to this general store guy, right? And, you would be so proud of me, Thalia, because, I, asked really good questions. But, basically, I was just asking, why, this town seems so much, safer and, happier than, Barovia, you know? And he was like, well, the Baron holds these, festivals to try to keep the town morale up, and if you're not excited about them and you don't participate, then he puts you in jail. And I guess that's why all the wolf heads were up, because the last festival was the wolf head festival. You know? Yeah, so that explains that. But in 3 days, there's going to be a festival of the blazing sun. And then that sparked the question, is that Morning Lord? Do you worship him, you know? And then he was like, yeah, we do. And I was like, well, that's crazy. So are you also having problems with, like, Mother Night, you know? And then he thought I was, like, making fun of him, which, like, I don't really know where that came from, but sometimes I feel like when I talk, people don't really understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I
You are
guess...
talking very fast, Jessamine.
Oh, sorry, I'm just, like, so excited. And then, like, when I asked about that, he said that, like, at night, every night they're, like, attacked by something. And, like, there's wolves and, like, dire wolves or, like, creatures that he's never even heard of before that, like, come to the gate, and that's why the gate is so big. And he also said that, Baron Vargas Valakovich, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Cool. That, like, Baron Vargas Valakovich, is, like, the Baron, you know? And, like, if we see him, then we have to pretend that we're, like, really happy to be here and that the festival is gonna be, like, awesome because, like, he might put us in jail. And apparently, you know that big lake that, like, we saw that was, like, super pretty?
Yeah.
Well, there's this, like, fisherman, Bluto Kogoroth, and he's, like, the only fisherman in town, and for the past month, he hasn't been getting any fish.
Interesting.
So there's, like, something really weird going on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I was asking questions, and he was, like, answering them.
And I kind of like look at her because most of those questions are mine. I'm like, whatever, I'll give her the credit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this to you, but I think we have to cut our session short today because all of us sophomores have an important meeting with Cap.
With Cap?
What? The Janine thing?
Yeah, with Janine.
Okay.
Isn't that everybody?
Isn't that, like, Malloy in general?
Yes. It is going to be a place for us to voice our concerns about next year and why it would be challenging for us as Cap 21 to do another semester online. I know that I have to be there because I've been a part of this group pretty significantly. It's happening in 2 minutes.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was so early.
Yeah, I didn't either.